697.
Breathe, I'm not
And
rushed.
their website.
That's all. Would you go close that door so we can see where she is?
And we want to thank the Shed Kings for sponsoring the KRIM Community Spotlight Program. Big thank you to Curtis and Anthony, again down in Star Valley, also with a location in Heber, Overgard. Well, good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio here in the Sawmill Movie Theater Complex. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning, enjoying the beautiful weather out there in Rim Country. This morning we are going to be talking about the Payson Farmers Market in the studio. Founders John and Lorian Rothlein. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's that time of the year again.
I know. 17th season.
17th
Yeah.
season. That's there. I know a lot of people that aren't even that old.
But
So
I know. Yeah.
It's actually scary because we've had kids at the market that they're now leaving for college, and I'm like going, oh my God, I'm getting really
You
old.
were a baby.
you were, yeah, I know, running around, grabbing ankles and
Yeah, doing all the whole thing.
yeah, having
That's
a
what
great
nice thing
time.
about community, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's 17th season, wow. And we've already talked a couple times about the Payson Farmers Market here on this program when we've had the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce on because of the young entrepreneurs.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And that is just an amazing program that has given wonderful opportunities to young people in the community to create something and sell it at the Payson Farmers Market.
Yeah.
And build some skills
Yep.
on how to be a business person.
Yep.
When you look around, drive around the country, go down any street, and you see hundreds of small businesses.
Yep.
Right, that's what we're mostly made of.
Yep.
And, so
That's where
people
all-
have a passion for that and want to learn how to do it. Let's do that. Because every vendor at the farmer's market is an independent business person, right? And so, let's just have more of that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you guys on this morning because if you did not know, those listening and watching, this Saturday is opening day.
Yeah, and it seems early because we normally open the end of the month.
Yeah.
But the way Memorial Day laid, it's
Yeah.
the 24th is when we're opening. So yeah, we'll actually have 2 markets in May.
Gotcha. Wow, there we go. So, this Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, opening day for the Payson Farmers Market. Always, busy day. People traveling, people up here, again, enjoying the beautiful weather. It's just great. And if you don't know, again, if you're newer to the area or just, I don't know, you haven't been to the Payson Farmers Market, it's right here in the Sawmill Movie Theater Complex parking lot, right in front of the theater. It's set up and all the vendors are out there. How many vendors opening weekend?
We have a total of 80 vendors, but we open with about 55 to 58 each week.
Okay.
So
That's how much we have space for.
yeah, that's what we
Yep.
have space for. So how that works is we've got 45 vendors, 46 vendors that are full-time,
Gotcha.
and then the other spaces is rotated with some of our Rim Country artists and then part-time vendors as well.
And community service.
Yep.
And community service.
Yep.
Just about every single week we've got we offer a community service booth for obviously, things that are happening in the community. They want to come get the word out. The first week is the Longhorns, the girls,
Nice.
their soccer team will
Oh,
be out.
wonderful.
They'll be selling Longhorn shorts.
Sure.
Sure.
Shirts. Long.
This is why it takes a community.
Shirts.
All together, the three of us, we can do it.
One word out.
Longhorn shirts, right?
Yes,
So that's the Payson Longhorn soccer team, you said?
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, and for those, again, that maybe aren't familiar with the Payson Farmers Market, it is all comprised, all the vendors are local vendors within, is it like 100 mile?
100 miles.
Approximately 100 mile
One
radius?
of the farms has opened a location in Tucson.
Gotcha.
So, that's further than 100 miles away,
Yeah.
but they also are local.
Yeah,
Phoenix,
it's
Tucson.
family owned, and that's the big thing is they're growing their food, it's family owned, it's not like maybe markets that you
Nothing
see.
from China.
Yes, where things are brought in, made in other countries. But everyone at the market either grows it, makes it, creates it, there it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, that's one of the distinctions. There's different ways to look at markets, and we've always just wanted to have a market where it was buying it from the person who grew it or made it.
Yeah.
And that's important to us, and that's what everybody does that brings it to the community, which is, it's working for us and
Yep.
all of us, so.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they're all little entrepreneurs that are
Yeah.
growing each year.
So the Payson Farmers Market opens this Saturday, May 24th. It opens at 8 a.m. and goes until noon. And I want to advise those that maybe haven't been out to the market. It's funny, almost every market, every year, you see those that show up about 11:45, 11:50.
Yeah.
And they're like wandering around like, ooh, look at this, ooh, look at this. And at that point, I mean, especially after a busy day,
Yeah.
vendors are like, well, okay, winding down a little bit, getting ready to,
Yeah.
check out and travel, if they're up from the valley or wherever they're coming from, travel home. So get there early. If you can get there earlier the better, just because you'll have a wider variety,
Yeah.
all the vendors will have, be fully stocked, have all their products. So, and you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it instead of having to rush through.
Right, and I do want to add, because we hear it every year, so we are opening the 24th, but we do not have all of our farmers when we first open, because their stuff's not ready. We have one farmer that brings stuff from Tucson and Phoenix, that's Abbey Lee Farms. They always have stuff because it's ready sooner. But the rest of our farmers are northern Arizona farmers, and they're just not, the stuff's not fully bloomed and
Yeah.
ready,
Yeah, I mean,
so.
there's a season, I guess is
Yeah.
the short way to say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's a season and an area, this is the one we live in.
Yeah.
And the food gets more plentiful as summer goes
Yeah.
on, and, June, July, August, it just keeps increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's one of the challenges, and also, I don't know, the opportunity. When you eat local,
Yeah.
that is what you have in your food system.
Yeah.
Right, and so I don't know, I just embrace it. It's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, hey, this week there's figs. There
Yeah.
won't be figs next week, but there's figs this week.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh, yeah.
attitude, yeah.
and from what I understand, Boyd's Farm, who's down in Tonto Basin, and then his daughter Jamie grows in Geisela, I'm pretty sure they're opening with fresh picked apricots.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
nice.
peaches will be coming along after that, but the apricots are like,
Yeah.
oh my God. If
Yeah.
you've never tried an apricot that was picked off the tree a day ago, I mean,
When it was
it's a whole
right.
different experience.
Yeah, when it was right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when it's right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned one of the vendors, Boyd's Farm, who's been at the market for years
Yeah,
now.
all the time, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
started out, mainly with all the jams. He had all
Yeah.
the jams, but now he has so many
Yeah.
other things
Yeah.
throughout
Yeah.
the year. So what are some of the other vendors,
We have a lot of our returning vendors, of course, everybody, now every time I'm around town, people are going, the bread guy's coming, right?
So there's
Great.
two
Great.
addictions we need to be responsible for.
I know,
Bread,
Yes.
the bread guy will be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Craig,
So
and
Craig, the bread
tamales.
guy.
Tamales.
And
Yeah.
tamales.
I know,
And
so-
those guys will be here too.
Those
Right.
are the two emergencies that I always hear about, is, okay,
Ooh.
tamales too, right?
Well, it's great because I, love coming out and usually, we'll grab a tamale store. Has been up here for so long, but then it's become a tradition now. We'll go down around Christmas time, and
Yeah.
Maria, and I, or she'll send me down, hey, get tamales. So to see those guys down there
Yeah.
and to, just reconnect, to chat a little bit, wish them a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, they're
It's always
so
fun.
incredible.
They're
And it's
a
a-
very nice family.
And it's, even that, we talked about 17th year. So we've seen all the sisters have started in the market with us, and now they've got babies and, can't leave
Yeah.
home and stuff like that. And then Eddie, the little brother,
Yeah.
that all the sisters beat up on and stuff like that.
Not
He's
so
been
little
there
anymore.
Yeah.
he came for several years. And now Eddie is running the whole store.
Yeah.
Which is, the tamale store has gotten quite large. They have a big seating area. People come for
Huge
meals
restaurant,
and
yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so now, and then Tommy started last year with us, and Tommy will be back this year. And he's not one of the siblings, but he's a very, very trusted,
Yeah, great guy.
great guy, part of the company. So.
Yeah. So tamale store,
So
and
tamale
you know, you have all of the standard, or the vendors that have been coming up for a long time.
Yeah.
Red Guy, Greg,
Yeah.
tamales.
Big Red's hot sauce, people are addicted to his hot sauce, and I get a lot of questions
For
about
good
that.
reason.
For a
Yeah.
lot of good reasons, yeah. And Choose for Paws. He does, well, what ears, pig's ears, and he does,
All sorts
there's
of
all
dog
kinds
treats,
of dog
animal
treats
treats,
and
yeah.
stuff like
Gotcha.
that. And people love, I mean, they love him too,
Yeah, his products
he's
are
been
great.
here for a long, long time.
I thought you were gonna say like earrings, because you went up.
Oh,
there and
well,
you, like,
yeah, I know, I made my
I'm
hair
like,
live.
pig's ears, I'm like,
Yeah,
wait a
yeah.
Yeah,
second.
that's something you can say about yourself, but you can't actually say it to someone else.
Right.
She grabbed my ears, little piggy ears.
Kettle
You
corn.
can't do that.
Crazy Dog Kettle Corn, who's been with us for years and years. And what's cool about them is they've expanded, and they're in a lot of, they're now a vendor up here during the summer at concerts in the park, and so the community has embraced them, and so they service our area really nicely, and they love seeing all the people that they met at the market. Who else? Ellie Fresh, of course, will be there. They're our local lemonade, and they've got lemonade and tea,
Popsicles.
and then they do popsicles too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're always a big draw. Ghost Town Jerky, another addiction of people. Yeah.
And cheese guy.
Oh, the cheese guy, Tom the
Yeah.
cheese guy. So it's interesting. It's Arizona cheese, which is everything's from Arizona. So except Alaskan fish,
Yeah.
but Arizona cheese. And he is our neighbor. He lives one street from us. So he goes down to the valley to the cheese factory, gets the cheese and brings it up to us, and which is fabulous. And he's got cow cheese, goat cheese, and sheep cheese.
Oh, wow.
So people that are lactose intolerant and stuff like that, on the cow side, there's still available cheeses for them to be able to have. So yeah, he's really wonderful. I'm really excited this year too, is that I've got some new vendors that are local. I've been contacted from people that have been working in Pine, Cece's Remedies. She is from the Pine area. She's doing all kind of really healthy, teething. We have lots of babies being born and stuff. And when they're teething, their teeth really hurt. She's made an herbal concoction, for lack of a better word, that you put on their teeth to soothe it. So it doesn't have the commercial stuff in it. It's just all really good products.
Or whiskey. Like they
Or
used to
whiskey,
do
yeah,
back,
the-
oh my gosh, years and years.
Oh, those were the good old days.
At my age, we were told, I was told, oh yeah, just some rum. I'm a rum drinker, not a whiskey drinker,
Okay.
but just put some
Caribbean.
rum on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
island. You're the island girl.
I'm the
That's
island
right.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a little rum on there. Yeah, here
But
you
you know
go.
what's really cool with her, and so the vendor she's talking about, because then she started developing other products, and because of the market, there's things to do to comply with the rules
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
tons.
and regulations, and especially when you start talking about tinctures and things you put into your body.
Yeah.
More food.
And so she's been super motivated and done all the work to get everything handled, legal, license, all sorts of stuff,
Yeah.
and so having a market drives that kind of entrepreneurship as well, and she's a perfect example of it, and so, let's support her, and she's super cool.
She's got face masks for the women who are watching for wrinkles
Tell me
and
about getting my
stuff.
shaving cream and
Yeah,
all that kind
yeah.
of stuff.
So she's got a lot of really great products.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bug spray, I think she's gonna do, kind of bug.
Oh,
repellent.
she's gonna do insect repellent because what was Alice's business?
Redneck Princess.
Redneck Princess.
She used to do the Skeeter.
Whatever it's
Yeah,
called,
Skeeter
yeah.
stick, and
Skeeter
she
stick.
sold her business, and so
Yeah.
now Cece will be doing the bug repellent. So
I
that's-
remember,
I
that
remember
was
that.
good, the Skeeter
Yeah,
stick.
yeah.
That she was, listen, she was great, she was really fun. Yeah, and that's what is really cool at the Payson Farmers Market, all the relationships, because you go out there and all of the vendors, they love talking to people, sharing with everyone about their product, answering questions, whatever it is, but that engagement that you can have, you know, week after week, so then you come back and then you need more. It's like, hey, you know, how's it going, Craig?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, you actually make friends.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had a mushroom farm for
Mhm.
several years. We
Yep.
sold them at different farmers markets around the state. Payson, you know, each market's different in the style, the community, how they do stuff.
Yeah.
And I think what happens here is people are genuinely nice people that are interested in each other, supporting each other.
So he's talking about the community.
Yeah.
The Payson community.
Yeah.
And then when we talk to our vendors, you know, because they do a lot of different markets, we're like,
Yeah.
hey, the people here, like, get to know them,
Yeah.
right? And even more about just like what your products are, that's nice and stuff, but actually, people are interested.
Yeah.
They're interesting, right? And when you connect, you become part of this community, which is why this market, for whatever reason, is really thought of as being part of the community, right?
Yeah, versus maybe other markets, like, especially I could see in the valley, like
Yeah.
Scottsdale or Tempe or different places,
Yeah.
where it's more about just the transaction.
It's
Yeah.
It's just transactions.
And
Take
they're
it
nice
in.
and they're fun and
Yep,
stuff, but
yep.
there's nothing to take away from them, but it's a different
It's a
style.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an atmosphere, so.
And not the connection on the level that it is here, where
Yeah.
there's more connections
Yeah.
made than just a simple transaction.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
fun, so then when you give yourself some time when you come to the market.
There you go.
And meet some people and try some new things, and you know, there's gonna be live music every week, sponsored by Banner Air. We're gonna, since I'm not mushroom farming, I now have time to play games and do
Oh,
other things this
nice,
summer.
there you go.
You know, and we're gonna see if we can make the world's largest bubble, one of those big bubble things, you know, or whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just
Oh,
have some
and-
fun and,
And
you
I
know,
had a
play some
lady,
games and
I had a lady call in that she wants to do a baby race.
baby crawling.
So baby crawling
yeah.
race.
Crawling
Where,
So-
where, you know, like the one parent's on the other end and.
Yeah.
Baby.
And so we're
Wow.
gonna do that, I think, I'm meeting with her on Wednesday, so the dates, I'm pretty sure, are June 7th, will be for babies, and then 2 weeks later, she'll do it with toddlers.
Gotcha.
You know, so a little bit
Yeah.
of walking.
I mean,
Well,
just having
yeah.
fun.
Yep, and
Yeah.
all the
Just-
different activities, you can follow Payson Farmers Market, I think on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can get updates on maybe who's gonna be there, as far as the rotating vendors.
Yeah.
And events, if there's different events. So again, if you're just tuning in, just started watching, talking with John and Lorianne Rothlein with the Payson Farmers Market that opens this Saturday, May 24th, opening day from 8 a.m. to noon, and it's in the Sawmill Theatre parking lot, right behind Chili's there, and there'll be roughly, you said
55 to 58 vendors each week.
55
Yeah.
to 58 vendors, live music every week, sponsored by Banner Air.
All local music
All
too.
local music,
And,
yeah.
and the bands just keep getting better and
Oh,
better.
and we're opening, because he's not usually a band, but we're opening with Darren Weston, who auditioned on America's Got Talent.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he was good enough for
Yeah.
that to be accepted
Yeah.
for that, you know, so, and he played for us, I only fit him in last year on, because I hadn't, you know, I didn't meet him till mid-season and I already was filled, but, and then when I had to, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
He was here just a little bit, but I have him pretty consistently.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and what's great, you have entertainment. Food. A lot of the food and a lot of the food items you purchase or you can purchase can be enjoyed there.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are some items that you can eat at the farmer's market, and there's some tables, chairs,
Yeah.
easy up, set up, music, so entertainment. Or you can get it to go,
Yeah.
frozen or to go,
Yeah.
and take it home. Enjoy it later that day or
Yeah.
later that week.
We have a couple new people, so we have a food court. I just keep all the hot food vendors together. All the hot food vendors also do, like you said, have frozen. So,
Yeah.
you know, like our Indian guy, the East
Philip.
Indian food, which is
Philip,
fabulous. I mean, a lot of people will buy that package and, you know, knowing that, okay, Wednesday is the horriblest day of the whole week. We don't have time to cook. We don't, you know, so that people buy, that's what the frozen stuff's for. And we have Sunsins, pasties. So pasties are like,
Like Welsh, like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a Welsh Hot Pocket, but Hot Pocket
Yes.
is like such a, frozen and kind of.
Yeah, no, these are legit.
She has fresh, and she has frozen take home, so you can do that on your, emergency nights where you can't cook and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Now,
Yeah.
you say pasty, I say pasty, or?
I think it can go both ways.
Tomato, tomato?
I mean, if
Potato,
you're
potato?
Welsh, because they're from Wales,
Yeah.
depending on how you would say it, I
I
think would
know.
be culturally appropriate.
It's
But we're also
spelled
not
pasty.
miners. This is
Yeah.
the original food that the miners would take into the mines in the start of their workday.
Yeah.
Because they would
Yeah.
take these with them and go work
Yeah.
in a mine in Wales, and
And I
these are
saw this
so good.
announcement somewhere, and it looks really cool, because the one couple, I guess, has lived here a while, and then they had like family, siblings or
Yeah,
whatever, and wife that came over, came over and have been here not that long, and it's like, hey,
Yeah.
here we go, let's do this.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, I think that I've seen pictures of their tent. It's like a big British looking
Yeah,
flag. It'll be
yeah.
pretty easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Nice.
In the food court, we also have sourdough bagels and cream cheese, and,
Oh, wow.
There's
so.
somebody here in Payson doing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's sourdough salvation.
Sourdough salvation.
Yeah.
And what's great
Me some
is
sourdough.
the variety of food, and
Sourdough.
I know when you see people like coming to the market for the first time and they see some of this food, they're just maybe thinking and in their minds, traditional breakfast food, like, breakfast food. And you
Which
have
is there.
Yep, you have the
Marvin.
burrito, breakfast burrito, Tamale Store does those. You have other breakfast foods, but then I think you realize, if you kind of let your mind open up, that any of the food can be breakfast food.
I
Because I
know.
find myself having Indian food,
For
at
breakfast,
10,
I know.
11, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's
I know,
great.
I know.
So it
5
doesn't
o'clock
matter.
somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Or when the pizzas were out there, having the pizza,
Yeah,
or whatever it is,
Yeah.
Italian,
Yeah.
Rwanda, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
like any food can be breakfast food. Just like breakfast food, you can have it for dinner.
And
Right?
we've
Well-
got Marvin on the grill, he's doing Philly cheesesteaks, and if you want it breakfast style, he'll do the meat, then on top of tater tots with some veggies and stuff, and then put an egg on top of that.
Ah,
Come
come on now.
There's,
Come
there's,
On top of
yeah.
an egg.
Yeah, there's just tons of great food, and like you said, that's eat in or frozen takeout,
Yeah.
for later.
Yeah.
And then everything that you could possibly think of, from hot sauces to, to the jerkies.
Think about
to-
going to a grocery store.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, we
It's-
pretty much have everything a grocery store has. There's a huge farmer's market in Phoenix.
Yeah.
190 vendors. We went.
To see if there was
Just to
something
see
we
if
were
there was something we
missing.
don't have. And out of 190 vendors, we only identified 3 things we don't have,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, right? So, Big Farmer's Market just has 3 of everything.
Hey,
Three or
That's what I was thinking. Instead of-
Yeah.
So you're saying like 55 to 58 vendors each market.
Yeah.
You said they had 190, so
It's
that is right
triple.
around triple,
Yeah.
but 3 of the same
Yeah.
thing.
3,
Yeah.
sourdough bagel people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't really do that.
Yeah.
My point is that we pretty much have about anything you can get in
Yeah.
Arizona in a market.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And another big important guy is
Oh.
Yalletizers, the
I was thinking of
yogurts.
that earlier.
Oh my
Yogurt,
God,
yeah.
I've never eaten yogurt. I always thought yogurt was
What?
icky.
Wow, that face
I mean,
too.
no,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
I don't see
Right.
that face.
And I
Yeah. How long has it been? Like earlier this morning?
I love
It can
his
pop up.
yogurts.
Anytime.
And not just yogurt, his dips, like
Yeah.
tzatziki,
Yeah,
or
and
like
the chips they make too.
Oh, the peanut chips,
Or
or
the
the
beets or whatever.
and those chips, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the crunchy beets and
Okra
green
and-
beans and.
Yeah, like veggie
So-
chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the different dips that he has. And what's great is you can sample. So, they let
Oh,
you try any of the dips, any of the yogurts, so you know what it tastes like before you're buying it.
Well, that was interesting because we were at another market with him down in the valley, and they always say, have a taste, and it was like, oh no, thank you, because I knew I didn't like yogurt.
Yeah.
And it was like, he put it so close to me that it was like, I had to like grab the spoon to get it out of my
It's
face.
almost like,
Yeah.
here comes the airplane.
I know. And I ate it because
I
I was gonna throw the spoon away, and it was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's good.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all the different flavors, mango, coconut.
Coconut's my
yeah.
favorite. Coconut, pineapple are my
raspberry,
Yeah.
favorite.
Pineapple,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, just really, oh man, so good. And again, so friendly,
And,
you know.
you know, and we've got pies, you can buy little pies, you can buy
I think we
bigger
have two pie
pies.
people this year, they're alternating weeks, right?
No,
Oh, that's not happening?
No.
No, we just have one?
yeah, so we've just
Yeah.
got the one.
No, and again, opening day is this Saturday.
Yeah,
June
so it's every
24th.
Saturday until the middle of September.
Nice.
We've got 4 stalls each week that are for local artists.
Mhm.
Just, you know, we've got pottery, we've got jewelry, we've got Elizabeth, who everybody knows Elizabeth because she's doing all the murals all over
Elizabeth
town.
Fowler.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and she's coming to do face painting 4
Oh,
different
nice.
times, and so
Okay.
that'll be fun for the kids, and
Mhm.
yeah, so, yeah.
No, that's great. And then, yeah, the different nonprofits that,
Yeah.
you know, will have booths some weekends that are out there. Elizabeth Fowler with Room Country Artists, but
The
then.
county's coming and,
Oh, yeah, the
Room Country
cap,
Camera Club, maybe
Oh, yeah.
calendars in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it is just a makes for a wonderful Saturday. And Saturdays, it becomes a tradition for a lot of people because you hit the farmer's market,
Yes.
Payson Farmers Market in the morning. You know, there might be something going on in the afternoon, but then you have concert in the park that
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
So you can go enjoy a concert. Those start in June, go through June and July. But yeah, Saturdays up here in Rim Country, there's always something. There's
Yeah.
always things
Yeah.
going on, but it usually begins Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to noon with the Payson
Yeah.
Farmers Market.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
fun,
no,
fun
it's,
time.
the timing's pretty perfect for all that.
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah.
no, it really is. So,
And then one of the things we want to cover, of course,
Yeah.
is that all the different government programs.
yes.
Oh,
that we-
yeah.
that we accept at the market.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of
So
them.
we do accept EBT, so
WIC.
EBT, yes, WIC, and the senior program, so
Okay.
there's, for WIC and seniors, there's coupons. It is age and income qualifying,
Okay.
so age is 60 and over.
Mhm.
Income, it depends if it's 1 household, 2 household, 3 in a household kind of thing. If you're a little bit struggling and, think that you might qualify, you just come to the information booth and we'll help you see, if you're
Yeah.
qualified.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's the good news, bad news. The good news is that we're helping a lot of people. The bad news is, in redemption,
Yeah.
we have placed 5th in the state for
Wow.
redemption. So that's, Glendale, Phoenix, all the,
400,000 people in Mesa.
yeah, we've got
Carolina.
16,000 people in our community and we're number 5th for redemption.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
like we have people here that just, it's like we're here to help, you
Yeah.
know.
And now, in the past, I remember you saying, is there a way, because the opening day, this Saturday, people will be there and there'll be a line?
Yeah.
So get there early, or is there anything?
For the seniors, I actually recommend don't coming opening day,
Okay.
because the lines are too long and I don't like
Okay.
standing in the sun.
Okay.
I would wait until the next week to start coming. We'll have enough coupons, so, they are as supply, now that we are going through cuts and things like that through the government programs. The program has had a funding cut,
Uh-huh.
so I would not wait too long, because we've been told as a market that we could be put on wait list to get more coupons. So
Gotcha, okay.
come sooner than later. If you don't find what you want to buy the day that you get your coupons, they're good for the entire season,
Mhm.
kind of thing.
And just
Yeah.
looking at the weather, again, what's forecasted, like today, for example, is forecasted to be 84 degrees, but then
That's it, that's
tomorrow.
not until 3 in the afternoon.
Yep,
Yeah.
tomorrow and Thursday, 88, 89, but then Saturday, the high is forecasted to be 83 degrees. But like
Yeah.
you said, that's 3, 4 in the afternoon, so in the morning, it should still be in the 70s, which
Yeah.
isn't
Pretty
too
perfect.
bad.
Isn't
I
too
mean,
bad.
last year I
Yeah.
think it was 100.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And I think the year before it was a massive storm.
Yeah,
We're right in the middle,
yeah,
baby.
you know,
We're right in the
yeah,
middle this year.
that's,
Yeah.
70s, oh yeah. And music and temperature,
Right.
that's always the best.
Yeah.
I want to also say for EBT, so which is EBT and SNAP are the same thing, there
Yeah.
is a government-funded program that helps the income challenged, but also the Arizona growers. And so if you, it's a program. So if you swipe, say, $20 on your EBT card, you're going to get $20 that you could spend on bread and
Any kind of food.
any
really.
kind of food that's at the market except for hots. But you know,
Gotcha.
and then we will give you whatever you swipe for free produce. So your $20 becomes $40. If you've got a family and you're swiping $40, it becomes $80.
Wow.
You know, we have people that come and they'll swipe $100, so they have $200, and then they'll use that money over several weeks, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's a great program, and you're getting Arizona-grown produce,
Yeah, it actually supports farmers,
and it supports farmers.
but it also supports people who need food assistance.
Need the extra.
Yeah. And so to get all this information, to find out if you qualify or more about these programs, there is an information tent. It's like right in the center,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's where you or John, and then also
Yeah.
from the county.
Yeah.
There's different people from the county that
Yeah.
will be there as well?
Yes, so you'll know if you've already got SNAP and EBT, then,
Okay.
you know,
You
they
already
have
know
to
that.
do that
Yeah.
through, pardon me?
You already know that.
Yeah.
You have to do that through the health department. I
Gotcha.
think it's the health department.
I believe
think
so,
it's
yeah.
the health department,
Yeah.
yeah, so you do that through the health department. Yeah, and it's automatic if you're in that program, or the people that have the yellow card program, if they automatically qualify.
Nice.
So
But if you're
that's really
a
good.
senior, you can come and sign up there at the
Yes.
market.
At the
Yes.
We're actually the point of contact to sign up seniors,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
right? So, so
And
that's,
WIC people will get a postcard from the WIC office saying, now's your time, go to the market. And, you know, the same thing for WIC, so.
There we go. So again, Payson Farmers Market, opening day this Saturday, May 24th, from 8 a.m. to noon, right here in the Sawmill Theatre parking lot. There'll be
And then every Saturday after.
every Saturday after until the middle of
September
September.
14th, I think.
Yeah.
13th?
13th, September 13th, nice. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on, and thank you for the Payson Farmers Market.
Yeah.
17
It's our
years.
pleasure, yeah.
It is just, again, become a tradition for so many people, not just locals, but people visiting the area
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. They come up here, maybe they have a place up here, or they just come up on the weekends, and they go to the Payson Farmers Market.
Well, I've been
So-
getting calls for 2 months. Are you open yet?
Are you open?
There are people coming from the valley.
Yeah, there we go. Well, this Saturday will be open. So again, thank you everyone listening and watching. Thank you to the Shed Kings for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program.
And thank you for KRIM.
There you go. Thank you. And we're going to have a message from the Shed Kings, then a weather update, and then music from The Animals, Stevie Wonder, Jackson Brown, and more. But first, hey, let's hear from the Shed Kings. Thanks, guys.
The KRIM Community Spotlight Program is
Shed Kings, offering 2 convenient locations in Star Valley and Overgard, Arizona.
Hey there, I'm Curtis. And I'm Anthony. And we're the Shed Kings, home of the rent-to-own, no-credit check program.
We offer barns, sheds, garages, cabins, and steel buildings, all built to last. Proudly representing Graceland Portable Buildings, industry leaders for over 20 years. Need something larger? We also represent American Steel Buildings for unmatched durability and the best warranties in the business. Quality matters. If there was a better constructed building on the market, we would be selling it.
Shed Kings made it so easy. The quality's unbeatable. I loved it so much, I joined the team.
Enjoy enhanced floor and wall durability, optimized fasteners, and budget-friendly options. Choose from a wide variety of styles and colors to fit your needs. Graceland Portable Buildings has the highest customer quality ratings year after year.
So come see us in person and experience the Shed Kings difference. Because we have the shed you've been looking for. If not, we can build it. Call or visit us to get started.